Welcome, everyone. We're so glad that you're here with us today. We're super glad to have Sara Harper with us presenting today. Welcome, Sara.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Super excited. And as my co host, we have our guest, Yoli Lebenstein, with also an instructor. Welcome, Yoli. Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you for being here. The fact is, it's raining here in Brazil where I am, and I'm out of electricity and running out of battery. So Yoli is going to support us. I'll be here for as long as my battery lasts. And thank you so much for being with us. Sara, the room is with you. Oops. Can you see? Can you see her? No? Okay, Sara is going to re-enter the room in a minute.
So as we wait for Sarah,
Intense energies, right?
yeah, a lot of energy going on. Let's hold our thumb as we wait for Sarah. Sarah is coming back.
Hello. Hey, can you see me
Okay.
and hear me now?
Yay!
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
I can't see you, Ali. There you are. Okay.
We were holding our thumbs to wait
Oh,
for you.
good. Oh, good. Yes, that's where we're going to start is holding our thumbs. Here's one thing that you can do that helps with the stomach flow. And actually, Iole, do you want to announce your webinar while we're here?
Oh, maybe at the end. Do you think right now?
Yes, right now. Let them know about tomorrow. You're going to have a
Okay.
webinar. Let them know.
Okay. Thank you. You are so sweet. Yeah, tomorrow I will present a webinar about the five attitudes and and fatigue, how the five attitudes may cause fatigue. Fatigue is something that is a project that we all deal with, or we deal with our family or friends or clients that are having fatigue. We are going through these times of a lot of challenges and changes. So fatigue is something that everybody somehow is going through. So we will discuss this tomorrow at 2 p.m. New York time, and I will leave the Ali gave the link. If you want to enroll, it will be a pleasure.
And
Thank you, Sarah.
And on the slideshow, if you guys want to put that up, the first slide shows how to get to the website, and then from there you can access the links. So this gives you all the possibilities of how to get to the website, and you can view all the webinars and study groups that are now active and happening. And in the interim, let's go to the next slide, and we're going to look at the stomach flow. And spleen and stomach are part of the element earth. And so we're going to just drop our shoulders, exhale, hold the thumbs. We only had one finger or one possibility, it would be the thumb. Exhale, drop your shoulders. See if you can really tune in for a moment with just the feeling of holding your thumb. We'll drop in, let your feet connect with the center of the earth. Feel the elongation of your spine as you exhale and inhale. So on a depth level, this is one way that you can assist and help both spleen and stomach function energy. On a depth level, we can just simply hold the thumbs. Exhale and inhale. And actually all of these flows, all of the things that we're going to look at today, see if you can just really connect with your breath. Connect inside out and the outside in as you exhale and inhale. Mary used to say, from the farthest reaches of heaven to the farthest reaches of earth, let the breath breathe you. So you can simply hold the thumb and exhale and inhale. And there's your quickie. You can use this anytime, anywhere. And actually, this particular hold helps with all of the organ functions in the body, helps us with our energy of the body. It's the leader of the parade, is how Mary described it. All right, let's jump in. We're going to play with the stomach flow. Let's go to the next slide. And actually, I guess I can click it here. Stomach function energy. In the self-help books, Mary describes it as the anterior descending energy of the body. It's in our self-help book 1. And so if you haven't gotten your self-help book 1, this is what I am pulling the information from. And we're going to be looking at the stomach flow. And it begins here on page 40. And so we're going to be utilizing our self-help books for the stomach function flow. And in the self-help books, Mary has 3 general daily sequences. She starts with the spleen flow, the general energy revitalizing flow. Then she talks about the stomach flow and demonstrates how to utilize that. And she describes it as the front of the body descending energy. So the down the front energetic, the stomach flow helps us to digest that which we take in a day. And then she has the bladder flow, which goes down the back of the body. And so these are the 3 self-help flows that are in the self-help books. And I wrote in the page numbers so that if you want to follow along in your self-help book, it's an easy reference in order to get to those. And I drew out this picture. I just got through doing a class on the study group about spleen. And I did this illustration so that it's like the light of the 7th depth, like an umbrella of light over us at all times, helps with our immune system. Then we have the stomach flow, which begins here at the 21. And it goes down the front of the body. And then we have our bladder flow, which begins here and goes down the back. So again, we're like making this beautiful umbrella of light and protection around our body. Mary referred to them as our general daily sequence. So anything that we could do in a day, we could utilize these 3 flows, and they would be really helpful for our general daily living and unloading any excesses in the body. So we're going to focus today with our stomach flow, pages 43 through 47 in Self-Help Book 1. And Mary labeled it the anterior descending energy. She didn't even label it the stomach flow. She was emphasizing that it helps everything go down. So if we feel like we're getting bloated or stuck or energetically not moving or digesting easily, then we can use the stomach flow. And the word stomach came from the word stoma, and from the mouth, the whole alimentary tract to the stomach is the Old English word for this is belge. And so we're going to look here at stomach. So the first step, we're going to take the left hand and put it on the right 21. We're going to take the right hand and get to safety energy lock 22, just like it shows here in the self-help books. 21 means profound, security, escape from mental bondages. And then we've got our 22, which is all inclusive. All the flows go through there. It's amalgamation. And so the first 2 steps of this flow are really easy to utilize. If that's all that you can reach or do easily, you can hold just these 2 steps. The 21 at the cheekbone and the 22 just below the clavicle right here, this bone. You can kind of see it easily on me, and then get your fingertips just below that. And we're going to hold the 21 and 22. Again, drop your shoulders, exhale. Let yourself just feel into what it is to hold these two areas of the body. And look how often we see kids in school or people utilizing this on their own. You see kids at school holding like this. They're helping to digest their day. They're helping to digest. You'll see people often, and we see the thinker holding this way. He was helping to digest all of those thoughts. Mary said, not just the digestion of food, but physically, mentally, spiritually, how we digest the world. And right now, look at how important it is. If you're watching the news and you're letting this all go, Mary said, if it's like a hamster cage and you've got this thing circling around and around in your head, you need a stomach flow. So you can utilize the stomach flow and as when you're having a lot of excess in your thought. And exhaling, drop in. And then our next step, the right hand is going to go to Safety Energy Lock 14, just here below the ribs. You got your rib cage, and you're going to get your hand in on your 14, and you see it here in your self-help book, just below the ribs. Again, exhale all the way from head to toe and toe to head. And the 14, it's how we sustain and maintain equilibrium in the body. You think of all the things that are here. You've got pancreas, spleen, stomach, liver, gallbladder on the other side, diaphragm through this whole center, and on the back of the body you have the kidneys. So it's really, Mary used to refer to it as the starting line for man. M1 plus 4 is 5. Mary used to love 5 is represented man, the 5-pointed star reaching out through its 5 senses. So you can hold that 14. And then your right hand is going to go, and I'm going to show it also with my other hand. This whole area of the body is 23. So your right hand is going to the 23 behind your back. If that's hard to reach, you can simply go to the 14 on the front side of the body. If it's hard for you to reach around to the back portion on the 23. But right now we're holding the cheekbone and the 23 on the back just below the ribs. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Let yourself feel the comfort of the stomach flow. And then your right hand is going to come to the same side, 14, on the front of the body. So now you're reaching and holding this portion of the 14. Same side, 14. And then on the next page, it shows we're going to move to the 1 on the inside of the leg. So we're going to move to the 1 at the inside of the knee area, or you can use this whole upper thigh to the knee for the stomach flow. And again, I usually do these lying down because it's more comfortable. Sometimes I'll roll to my side when doing this portion, just because it's easier. And then we're going to go to the back of the calf, the 8. And you can see that here on your textbook right here. We're going to the back of the calf, safety energy lock 8, which is rhythm, strength, peace, connecting heaven and earth in the body. And then we're going to slide over to the middle toe, right here at the middle toe. So now I'm holding the cheekbone and the middle toe. If you cannot reach it, you can just hold the one at the bend of the knee. This one is our prime mover, connecting heaven and earth in the body. But if you can reach, you can sandwich the sides of the middle toe. In our regular textbook, this is where the air we breathe and the food we eat all travels around the tip of the middle toe. Really important to help us with digestion, with our breath of life, and you can utilize this holding the middle toe. There we go. And you'll see in the self-help books, Mary shows to do this flow on both sides. We started with the right flow, and then she starts in again with the left flow. Yola, can you pop the slides back up? Yeah, there we go. And here you'll see she starts again to do the other side. Let's just walk through it. As we exhale, drop your shoulders. We'll hold now the right hand on the opposite cheekbone, the left 21. Profound security, escape from mental bondages. And we've got our 22s. Happy and content wherever I am. Helps us to adapt, adjust. And now we're all adapting to a new lifestyle, a new way of being. We need to adapt. And then we're going to take the left hand to the right 14, at just below the ribs here on the abdomen. And again, while you have your hand there, see if you can feel your breath all the way into your belly. From head to toe and toe to head, connecting heaven and earth in your body. And then your hand will go to the back of the body, palm up or palm down. I don't know if you can see that, to the 23. "23 is the controller of our human destiny." Thank you, Oli. There's the slide for it. It shows the hand on the back of the body, the 23. Perfect circulation. Helps with all muscular movements in the body, flow of the body. And then our left hand will come to the front of the body. You can see it here in the slide. It's showing right here just below the ribs. And we're holding the 21 with the 14. And our 14s help us again with sustenance and maintenance. How we sustain and maintain the body. And then I'm going to reach to the opposite side 1. So my left hand is on now my right inside thigh. And you can see the slide for that in the self-help book. Again, connect with your breath. Exhaling all the way out. So you can receive that next breath without effort, without trying. And then the left hand will go to the 8, to the back of the calf. And then to the middle toe. If you can't reach, you can always hold the 1. So stomach flow goes into these 3 flows, the big toe, the eye toe, and the middle toe. But we're sandwiching and holding the middle toe, and the air we breathe and the food we eat all goes through there. Again, remember, the stomach flow helps us to digest physically, mentally, spiritually, everything we take in a day. And especially now, we're going to need that to help us digest all of the new information coming to us. Help us to be happy and content wherever we are. And digest all of the ways in which we can be. All right, let's go. Ioli, can I have the slides for a moment? Here is a picture of the stomach flow from the textbook. It begins here, it loops over the nose, and it comes and wraps around and goes down into here. I wanted to point out especially the face. There's a woman in LA who advertised natural facelift. Mary used to refer to the stomach flow as our plastic surgeon. It would help to lift the face. And I love that it begins here and it goes up and it lifts. So if you're getting a lot of heaviness or fullness through the jowl, this is a great one to use. It's also a great flow if you have bloat or knee issues. It's good for all skin surface. You can utilize this flow and Mary put it in the self-help books as a general daily sequence to help with anything you can do in a day. You want to utilize the stomach flow. And very often when I'm traveling or after a meal, I will hold. This is my quickie that I hold. It's my lazy woman's guide. Afterward, when I'm sitting with people and visiting, I hold right here with my 21. I put this 19 on this 14, this on this 14, and I hold like this after a meal. And look at how often you see people do like this or like this after they eat. And then underneath the table, I will put my 1 into my 8, and I'll wrap my monkey toes around my middle toe. And that's how so that's underneath the table. But then I'll hold like this after a meal. And for me,
wonderful.
And that's a lazy woman's guide to how to play with and hold for the stomach flow. So for me, after a meal, I'm traveling. I need something quick that I can do. Underneath, I'm holding my 8 and my 1 and sandwiching my middle toe. I'm going to move my camera just so you can see what I'm doing underneath the table. And so I just cross my knee and I hold with my toes around my middle toe. And it's a nice, easy way to do my stomach flow. Travel a lot, and I'm constantly eating different foods, and lots of people make fun of me for how much I eat. So for me, this is a great way to help digest that. It's a great way to help then digest the food that I'm taking in. All right, let's go back to the slides. And you can see in that flow pattern or the slide, all those different places. We held both 14s. I didn't hold the 23 in that quickie, but I've got everything else on the front of the body. And then you could just simply hold your 22 and your 23 as another quickie. You could, and another one that Mary very often would say is cross your hands and hold the ones. So crossed hands and hold the ones is another way that you can help digest anything that you're taking in a day. You can just simply cross your hands, hold your ones. The inside knee, and I can clear all the way up into this upper thigh. And there's a great way to have a quickie for your stomach function energy. Another one that I do often, I'll put my feet up like this, and I'll hold both my middle toes just like that as a way of, and then exhale, drop your shoulders. You can sandwich and hold both middle toes. If you can't do that reach, you can always use this one. Can't do that reach or it's not comfortable, you can always utilize this one and or the one I use, like this. Okay, let's go back to the...
It's amazing how many options Mary gave us.
Yes, and many playful ways to be with the art. And the simplest of all, you can hold your thumb. Simplest of all, you can exhale, drop your shoulders, and be the breath I am, is how she would put it. But if you look going into her office, she has it carved in wood to hold the thumbs. She would say it to me a lot. Oh, hold your thumbs. All right, let me see what else on the slides and if there's any other information. I think I had a few other little pieces. I think I've gone through all of these. Okay, there's a couple other ways that we might see quickies. TV1 at the back of the neck, but also Mary said the whole back of the neck. And there's another reason on the all combined timing, spleen and stomach go through there. So you could hold your 12s, you could hold thoracic vertebra 1, and or you could simply just hold the thumb. You could hold 21s together. Look at how often people are doing this. Children in school, they'll sit at the desk and hold their 21s. It's a natural inclination. Mary described Jin Shin Jyutsu as our innate wisdom. Look at how often we see people holding something and it is innate. Or you can simply hold the 23s or cross hands and hold the high ones. And the color for the stomach flow is orange, so I wore orange today. And our first depth and our fourth depth. So stomach is the storehouse and granary. It helps with all the food, all of our taste, all of our craving for food that nourishes us comes from the stomach. And the virtue for the first depth is our capacity to be present with others. So really important to find a way that you can be present and be there for others. The attitude is worry or preoccupation. So if I'm worried or preoccupied or overwhelmed, then that's really not how I want to be with people. I want to find a way that I can then show up and be present, give my full attention with myself and with others. And a really good way to do that, get my feet on the ground, exhale. I can hold my thumbs. I could do a stomach flow and any of the quickies that we've gone over today. So I would invite you to just notice all the times you get caught up, and I notice it on myself all the time when I get caught up with worry or obsession or preoccupation. Wow, it's so important to stop, exhale, and just be. Just be. All right. So I think we're at the time. It's been a half hour.
This is really wonderful. Even the electricity came back here.
Yeah,
I was thinking that it was.
Yeah, he has light. At the beginning, he has no light, and now he has light.
Now he's got
Very
light.
powerful.
Wonderful. And do I have time for a quick story?
Sure.
Okay, for a story. There's another book that I've really been enjoying, and it's The Main Central 0 through 26. And one of my fellow colleagues wrote a story on Safety Energy Lock 21, the anchor step for the stomach function energy. And I've got it bookmarked here. I would love to read it to you. I'm going to tell you from 21. So it's on page 105 in this book, and it's from Jed Schwartz. As I walked through the casino in Reno, Nevada, we were having our Jin Shin Jyutsu seminar. I paid particular attention to the blackjack table. I kept noticing how people playing blackjack or the game of 21 were holding their cheekbone as they decided to take a card or stay. What is the fascination with 21? Our desire to escape from mental baggage? 21 is our profound security. So what's that? Webster says profound, deeply realized or felt from danger, fear, anxiety, uncertainty, or doubt, dependability or stability. In our society, 21 is significant for the rite of passage into adulthood. It is the age when we move from being thought of as an adolescent to being viewed as an adult. Why 21 years of age? It is in the end of the third cycle of 7. Mary speaks about the third cycle of 7 years between the ages of 15 and 21 as the time when the light of the spirit develops in the maturing consciousness, the mental body taking hold of spiritual consciousness. 21 is the completion of this process in our body. It seems that energetically, the profound security that 21 gives us is necessary to become a grown-up. Oh, so that's what I need to do. This profound security enables us to expand out into the world and not carry its weight. 21 is located at the cheekbone, where our large intestine energy flows into the stomach. It is here where these two organs connect. Safety Energy Lock 21 helps to clear out our digestion. 2 keys for proper mental function are digestion of thoughts as food and the elimination of what we no longer need. It is said a constipated bowel is a congested mind. An empty bowel is a clear mind. First and second depths come together at our 21s, which also help clear the bus line, further unburdening the mind. When we hold 21 close to the ears, it's more dynamic for the mental, emotional, and digestive harmony. When we go closer to the nose, it opens our sinuses and connects us with our kidney function energy, which ascend each side of the nose. It makes great sense to hold the 21 the next time you are at the blackjack table. So isn't that fun? Jed Schwartz wrote that article in this book. And when I was reading that, and also Lynn Pfluger, our very dear colleague who has passed, also wrote the next one. And it's just a treasure full of information. If you haven't gotten this one, it's another fun one. Or you can get the issues of the Main Central. So those are always areas I love to play and look when I'm teaching about Jin Shin Jyutsu. So thank you so much for having me, for playing along, and Ale, that you got power and light again.
Can you believe it? So nice.
And Ioli, so much fun to have you here.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
It was very good. Thank you.
Yeah,
it was a privilege.
So, yeah, fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we'll be back here on Monday at
Yay.
2, the same time, same link, same everything, for another meeting of We Are One. And for those of you who wish to attend Yoli's seminar tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
You
tomorrow,
can
2 p.m.
enroll on Jin Shin Jyutsu Inc.'s website. The link is above the chat. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day. A great
Yay.
weekend. Love, Sara. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. So good to see you.
Bye.
Ciao.
So fun.